I would say, guys, that 2023 is definitely my best year. It's because I actually PR'd in three different distances: 10K, half marathon, and full marathon. So actually, I started the year with a very strong half marathon. And I actually had a very specific goal for that race, is to qualify for New York City Marathon. So yeah, I ran that race and finished it in 1:21:40, which is actually like close to 2 minutes inside my qualifying standard for New York. And then that's almost 3 minutes PR for me. And then in the middle of the year, that was like, I think around like June or July, I decided to run a 10K. Actually, that was not really in my plan to do that 10K, but I think it's a really good opportunity to like run it. So yeah, like literally like last minute decision. Yeah, I signed up the day before of the race. Like I said, this was not in my plan, so I was not really fully prepared for this race. So yeah, it was definitely a disaster when I ran this race. I started this race a little too hot and then really struggled in the middle of the race. But good thing I was able to hang on and finish this race and actually managed to PR. I think I finished that race like 38:15. So I would say like a minute PR for me. So now, of course, the last race of the year, which is like my big goal, is to run under 3 hours in the marathon. So actually heading to the like race, I felt really good because of all of this, like, races that I ran. And also the year before this, I actually like just missed the sub 3 by 34 seconds. So yeah, I was feeling really good heading to the race and I had a very, very good build up. So yeah, I just went for it. I did really well in that race. I ran 2:57:23, which is like close to actually 4 minutes PR for me. It was really, I would say, like literally an amazing year for me because like I said, not only that, I for the first time I broke 3 hours and also I PR'd in 3 different distances. So now heading to 2025, I felt really good because like, I did really well the year before that. And also I feel that I can still improve my, my marathon time. But unfortunately, that year, like I injured myself. So what really happened was, I was just running on the treadmill and I was like, to be honest, like not even doing any intense running. So I was just running and then all of a sudden I felt something pop in my right knee. Actually didn't feel any pain, but I just started like feeling like my right leg was starting to get real weak. So at first I actually wasn't really worried at all because I said like, things happen like this all the time. And sometimes like, yeah, when you run and then you have this little, like pain in your knee, but it, it goes away. So like I said, at first I thought it was okay, but it started getting worse and worse. So yeah, 2024 I was actually supposed to run a marathon, but like I said, it's because I hurt myself. So I had to actually downgrade like from the marathon to the half marathon distance. And I actually, even though it's like just half of the distance that you need to run for that year, I still struggled to finish that half marathon. And after that race, I said, I'm not gonna run any more races. I'm just gonna try to recover and, like wait until my body's ready again to, to train. So yeah, 2025. So since I qualified for two of the world majors, like Boston and Chicago, so I decided to submit my application. I actually got accepted, and I was actually very excited because that was the first time that I'm doing two world majors. When I actually started training for Boston, I actually felt good. Actually, my first run was really good, and I really thought that everything was just going well now. But yeah, after that run, everything just went downhill. Like I was having like this on and off pain in my right knee. In some of those days, I could barely run. And I almost didn't even run Boston because, yeah, like that was just a total disaster. So yeah, ran Boston Marathon. And I would say, guys, that honestly speaking, that was, well, the first time that I didn't put a lot of pressure on myself. Like there was no goal at all. I would say like, yeah, maybe the goal was just really to finish the race, but no time goals, like no pressure whatsoever. So yeah, it was tough running that race because I was really injured, but I'm glad that I actually finished that race. So I actually like finish it in like 3:35 or 36, I think. So the build up for Chicago was definitely way better. And I told myself that I just need to be cautious and make sure that I don't overdo it. So yeah, I definitely had a better build up going to Chicago. Yeah, I ran the race feeling a lot better, but I was still feeling like a little bit weak overall because I wasn't really able to put a lot of mileage. So it was pretty much just some of those like specific runs that I need for that race. So yeah, I finished that race. I think my final time was like 3 hours and 15 minutes, I think. So yeah, it was definitely a lot better. Like, of course, time wise, and just to finish that race overall without so much, like discomfort. So now after these two big races, I said like, I'm not gonna sign up for any races right now. So 2026, I started the year with actually some really good, I would say like shorter distances, and I felt good. It's almost like no more pain anymore when I run. I would say this time there's just a little bit of tightness when I run, but not so much anymore. So now, after this, like like this, I would say like little build up for the past couple months. Yeah, I think it's about time for me to start building up again for the marathon. To be honest with you guys, I've like the last, I would say like couple years of being in that kind of situation was really tough for me, but I really learned so much from that. This time my training is gonna be a little bit different, and I'm definitely gonna use all of pretty much the lessons that I've learned from the last couple years. And yeah, this time, like I said, the training is gonna be a little bit different, and I'm gonna be a lot more cautious this time. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for this build up, and just gonna keep you guys posted. So this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today. I'll see you guys next time.